Hi, Lee Phillips here. I want to talk to you about a concept that's actually very popular today, which is I'm going to call IRA LLCs or LLC IRAs or whichever way you want to word it. The concept is that I set up an LLC and then I have my IRA transfer its funds, its money, into the LLC. It buys the membership interest, the stock in the LLC. Now you're going to have a self-directed IRA trustee that will let you do this, and some of the big self-directed IRA trustees won't let you do this. And I'm going to say I don't want you to do it either, but there's hundreds of thousands of people doing it. So let's explain it. The IRA puts the money into the LLC. You now have the money into the LLC. And what that does is it gives you checkbook authority over that money. You can write a check in your LLC account. You can buy the real estate. You can do the maintenance. You can do whatever you want with the money, and you don't have to go back to the self-directed IRA trustee every time you want to spend 50 cents at Home Depot and pay $20 for them to cut a check to Home Depot. So it makes the management of this money much easier. You're the manager probably, and I'm going to tell you that your LLC has to be written very, very carefully. In theory, you can do this, and I got in a spitting match with a big law firm a couple of years ago, and I said, I'm not going to let my people do it, and they say, no, we do it. Well, yeah, but they charge $10,000 to the client to set this up. And they write the LLC very specifically so that the manager doesn't have any authority over where the profits go or what's determined to be a profit. Because as soon as you, as the manager, have any decision capability as to actually how much money goes back into the LLC, you're violating the prohibited transaction, the self-dealing, you're violating all the IRA rules. And you don't want to violate the IRA rules because the penalties that the IRS gives you are huge, up to taking away your IRA money, you lose. So the stakes are pretty high here, and I don't think it's worth it. But you need to understand the concept of an IRA and an LLC and how they work together. Now, technically, you could do anything you want with this money in the LLC. I understand you want to build your IRA. You're not going to take the money out and buy a car. You want to do things that will build the IRA, and you want to build your IRA account. That's what 99.999% of the people who do this do. And that's admirable. But you're violating a lot of rules when you're doing it. I will just tell you that. The IRS is not doing anything as of 2021. I talked to the IRS lawyers and they say, yeah, we're aware of it. Yeah, no, we don't like it. But they haven't done anything yet. And I'll just tell you, it takes 20 years for the IRS to figure out what they're going to do. So will they start doing something about it? Possibly. Certainly possible. Now, I will tell you that a number of years ago, the IRS got Congress to pass a law which said that IRAs cannot invest in LLCs. Made it through Congress, made it through the Senate, and magically it went to the president, and the president removed it. I think it was Bush, actually. And the law came out, and that piece wasn't in it. So the IRS was gunning for it a number of years ago. In fact, if you will go to the IRS website, irs.gov, and type in Dirty Dozen, it will bring up the 12 things that the IRS is looking for that year as particular tax scams. Well, it's been 10 years ago. The IRA LLC combination was one of the Dirty Dozen. So the IRS knows it's there. They don't like it. They're not doing anything about it. But I really wouldn't do an LLC IRA hookup so that we got the money out of the IRA into the LLC, and then you could do anything you wanted with it. That kind of violates the whole concept of an IRA. Congress said, we'll let you put this money away. It'll grow without a tax. It's a good deal, and it is a good deal. But the condition was you're too stupid to do it yourself. You're going to spend the money. So you have to have a trustee control this money for you. That's the whole concept. And the LLC IRA combination, in my opinion, violates that concept. This is Lee Phillips, and I've been talking about the IRA LLC or the LLC IRA, whichever way you want to talk about it. Now, don't forget to subscribe because we put out new YouTubes all the time, and we'll give you notice of it.